Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the day 2 of Daily 5 Arithmetic series. So today I have taken the concept mensuration. So let's get started. Hemispherical bowl contains juice of internal radius 36 cm and the milk is to be filled in the cylindrical shaped bottles of a diameter 12 cm and a height of 16 cm. How many bottles will be needed to empty the bowl? So here as you can see, initially the milk was there in the hemisphere. So later it got transferred to the cylindrical shaped bottle. So there is no change in the quantity or anything. Just we poured the quantity from one container to another container. So therefore the volume of the hemisphere will be equal to the volume of the cylinder, and they asked how many number of bottles needed to empty the bowl. So that's why I have multiplied here the volume of the cylinder with n. Okay, and we know that the volume of the hemisphere will be 2 by 3 pi r cube and the volume of the cylinder will be pi r square h. Okay, so after substituting the values, 2 by 3 into here pi gets cancelled and r cube is here r will be 36 centimeter, so that will be equal to r square. So this is the radius of the cylinder, that is 12. So 12 into 12 into 16 divided by 2 into 2 multiplied by n, and we will get the answer n is equal to 54, which is the number of bottles needed to empty the bowl. So next question, volume of the brick 1296 dm cube. Its dimensions are in the ratio of 3:2:1. If its surface is painted at 50 paise per dm square, then the cost will be what? So here the brick, so we know that the brick will be in the shape of cuboid, and we know that the volume of the cuboid will be A into B into C. Okay, so and here we have the ratio of the dimensions, that is length into breadth into height. So 3x into 2x into x, so that will be equal to 1296. Therefore if I subtract all this, I will get x is equal to 6. If I solve this, I will get x is equal to 6. And here since we got the value for x, so let's substitute the ABC values. So this will be in the ratio of 3:2:1. So 3 multiplied by 6 will give you 18, and 2 multiplied with 6 will give you 12, and 1 multiplied by 6 will give you 6. So therefore they asked the surface area. So surface area will be equal to 2 into AB plus BC plus CA, and so that implies 2 into AB means 18 into 12, that is 216, plus B into C 12 into 6, plus C into A, that is 16 into 6. So therefore it will give the answer 792 dm square. And here you can see 792 dm square. So here since the value is in paise, so 1 rupee will be 100 paise. Therefore 792 divided by 100 into 50 will give you, the cost will be 396 rupees. Okay, so next question, the two center piece circles form a compact disc. The inner and the outer circumference of the CD are at 10 4 by 7 and 15 6 by 7. Is respectively. So find the width of the CD. Okay, then here we know that the circumference of the circles will be 2 pi r, so that is equal to, so if I make it in the proper fraction, so I will get 74 divided by 7, and 2 pi r, this is the circumference of the second circle, so that will be if I convert this into proper fraction, it will be 111 divided by 7. So okay, so then we know that the circumference of the circle 2 pi r will be equal to 74 by 7. So 2 into 22 divided by 7 into r will be equal to 37 divided by 11. Okay, so and here 2 pi r, so that is 2 into 22 divided by 7 into r will be equal to 111 by 7. So therefore they have asked the difference between the means not the difference between, they asked the width of the CD. So in order to find the width of the CD, I have to subtract the circumference of the bigger circle from the circumference of the smaller circle. So then only I will get this shaded part area. So that's why I have subtracted this. Therefore I got 0.84 meter. The cost of covering a spherical bowl of radius 35 meters with a golden sheet cover at the rate of rupees 1.5 meter square is. So here the cost of covering a spherical bowl of radius, okay, the surface area of the spherical will be 4 pi r square, okay. Therefore that is 4 into 22 divided by 7 into radius will be 35, so into 35, so which will give you 15,400 meters square, okay. And here they asked the cost of covering the spherical bowl, they had given that, okay. Fine. So here 15400 divided by 10 into 15, so that will give you 23100 rupees, because here I have written this 1.5 meter square as 15 divided by 10. So in order to make the calculations easy, so here we just know the per meter square he is paying 1.5, okay, 1.5 rupees, and for the whole area, for surface area, he is paying 15,400 into 1.5, so that will be 23100 rupees. Then the length and breadth of a rectangular plot are in the ratio of 7:5. If the cost of fencing the plot at 25 rupees per meter is at 25 per meter is rupees 7,200. So what is the area of the plot? So here we just know the ratio between the length and breadth of the rectangle, that is 7x and 5x, okay. And also as you can see, the cost of fencing a plot at 25 per meter, so per meter it is 25 rupees, and the total they have paid will be 7,200, okay. So here we know that the perimeter of the rectangle will be 2a plus b, so that is 2 into length breadth plus 2 into length plus breadth, okay. So that is 2 into 12x, so that will be equal to 7200, and this is the total amount, and for per square meter they are paying 25 rupees. So if I simplify this, I will get 60 by 5, therefore x will be equal to 12. And they asked the area of the plot, so the area of the rectangle will be 84 into 60, which is 5040 square meter. So let's move on to the next question. The smallest angle of the triangle is equal to 2 by 3rd of the smallest angle of a quadrilateral, and the ratio between the angles of a quadrilateral is 3:4:5:6. Largest angle of a triangle is twice its smallest angle. So what is the sum of the second largest angle of the triangle and the largest angle of a quadrilateral? So we know that sum of all the angles in a quadrilateral will be equal to 360. So since they have mentioned the ratio of the quadrilateral, since they have mentioned the ratio of the angles of the quadrilateral, so if I sum up all this, that is 3x plus 4x plus 5x plus 6x, so that will be equal to 360. Therefore the value of x will be x is equal to 20. So if I substitute the value of x in the ratios, I will get 60, 80, 100 and 120. So these are all the angles of the quadrilateral, and they have mentioned that the smallest angle of a triangle, so that will be equal to 2 by 3rd of the smallest angle of a quadrilateral. So here the smallest angle in the quadrilateral will be 60. So if I substitute this, I will get the smallest angle of the triangle, that is 40. Then and the largest angle of a triangle will be, so they have mentioned that twice of its smallest angle. So the smallest angle in the triangle is 40, so twice of that will be 80. Okay, so then sum of 80 plus 40 will give you 120. Okay, and in the question they have said the sum of the second largest angle of the triangle and the largest angle of a quadrilateral. So the second largest angle in the triangle will be that will be 8, 9, 11, 12, so 120. So if the sum of the two angles of a triangle, if sum of the two angles in a triangle will be equal to 120, then the third angle will be 60. So this is the second largest angle in that triangle. Okay, so that should be added with the largest angle of a quadrilateral. So the largest angle will be 120, so that will give you 180. So that's it. I'm done with the daily 5 arithmetic questions of today. So do subscribe for more videos like this, and thanks for watching. Follow Banking Spark.